Hi beauties, welcome back to my channel. So today we are going to be learning how to highlight and contour like Kim Kardashian. There's been many tutorials showing this with liquids, powders, the whole to-do. I'm going to be showing you the technique that I use and feel works best. If you want to go for a more natural look, then go ahead and watch only up to step 1. That is where I am only applying liquids and it will blend beautifully with your skin. You can use that technique on a daily basis. But when you have a special occasion or a photo shoot, you're going to want to go for something more drastic, then go ahead and watch to the very end of the video. Don't forget to thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and leave a comment down below with any requests. I'll talk to you guys in my next video. Bye! Thing you're going to want to do is apply your primer. I'm using the NYX Pore Filler. This is just $11.99. Honestly, it works just as good as those really expensive Smashbox primers. So I just like to apply to my fingers, warming up the product, and then applying it all over the face. The first step to this process is doing your liquids. I like to use the NYX HD Photogenic Concealer. I am in the shade Nutmeg. You want to go about 2 to 3 shades darker than your actual skin complexion. Of course, the darker you go, then the more defined your contour is going to be. For this process, feel free to also use a liquid foundation. I just feel that the concealer works best just because it has the wand applicator. It works a lot easier. You're going to want to apply this on the hollows of your cheeks, down the bridge of your nose if you're looking to slenderize it, of course, down on onto your temples and across your forehead. That will, of course, cause it to appear smaller, and then under your lip if you want your lower lips to appear larger. And remember, whatever areas you're looking to hide, you're going to contour because that's going to push those areas back. For concealing and highlighting, I'm going to be using the NYX Concealer in the shade Beige. This is about 2 shades lighter than my actual skin complexion. When you're doing this highlight process, you do want to go for a concealer that's lighter than your skin. First, you're going to want to create an upside down triangle shape on your eyes, going down to the sides of your nose, and then bring it all the way towards your hairline. And if you do get some redness around your nose, go ahead and apply this concealer to that area as well so it can camouflage that. The next point of highlight is going to be down the bridge of your nose, in the center of your forehead, on the tip of your chin, as well as right below where you contoured. This is going to make it appear more predominant, and then on your laugh line. Now taking MAC's Prep and Prime in the shade Light Boost, this is going to give us that real highlighted effect. You're going to apply this in all of the areas that we applied the concealer, but this of course is a few shades even lighter, so it's going to really brighten up those areas. As you can tell, with all of the applicators that I'm using, they have a pointed tip, so it makes it so much easier to go ahead and really define the areas that you want to highlight or contour and blend it all out easily. Now taking my very well-loved beauty blender and my favorite foundation, which is the NARS Sheer Glow. I am in the shade Punjab. This is the perfect shade to blend all of these products. You want to make sure you go 1 shade darker than your actual skin so it can blend out the dark and the light all naturally. As I previously showed you on the beauty blender, I literally used just 1 dot of it and then evenly distributed a mix of dots all over the face. You don't want to apply so much foundation because we already have tons of liquids, and you don't want to make your face, of course, appear cakey and overdone. As you can see here, I'm just taking my beauty blender and doing bouncing motions. I'm not swiping it all across because you really want to make sure all of those areas that you highlighted and contoured stay in place. And for right now, I'm just taking the puffier side of the beauty blender and just blending out the contour, not any of the highlight yet. As I mentioned in the beginning of this video, if you're looking for a more natural glow and you just want to do this on a regular basis, you would only apply these liquids and blend them out as I'm showing you here. You wouldn't go on to the next step of powders and such. Now taking the pointed side of the beauty blender, we are going to be blending out all of the areas highlights. Like I mentioned, you don't want to use the other side because that's just going to mess up all the hard work that you put into highlighting and contouring. So go ahead and just same thing, do dabbing motions. That's going to really create the product to stay in place and appear more opaque. If you have redness and discoloration on your eyelids, you can do what I'm doing here, just taking some of that lighter shade and blending it onto my eyelids to make it more smooth and get all of that redness out. It is so important to set your under eye concealer, so since we're highlighting, I'm going to be using MAC's Emphasize. This is a shaping powder. It is from their Pro collection, but you definitely can get it online without having a Pro card. And I'm just using a Beige Cosmetics highlighter brush and packing that on. Be sure to set under your eyes, down the bridge of your nose, the center of our foreheads, and of course the chin and upper lip area as well. To set the rest of my face, I'm using MAC's Studio Fix. I am in the shade C3. This is a powdered foundation. You can use a translucent powder if you don't want to alter the color in any way, or go ahead and do what I'm doing. The fluffier the brush, the less product you're of course going to get. So you just want to go ahead and smooth that all over to set the foundation. Now to really emphasize my contour, I'm going to be using Benefit's Hoola Bronzer and a small blending brush. This is going to really allow me to apply the contour exactly where I need it. So I'm going to go right into the hollows of my cheek, as well as going down the bridge of your nose. The smaller the brush, the of course more defined and precise you're going to be with the application. All of these additional steps we're doing, like I mentioned, are for extreme contouring. You wouldn't do this on a daily basis, so go ahead and blend all of that product out. The NARS Ida brush was one of my early Christmas presents. I was so excited to receive it, and I am absolutely obsessed with it already. It makes contouring so much easier. All I did was put that into a little more product of the Hoola bronzer and went ahead and went into the hollows of my cheeks. I'm also going to apply this on the temples of my forehead, of course down the jawline if you want that to appear a little bit more defined, and then any other areas that you wish. If you want your contour to blend beautifully, it is so important to go ahead into the hairline. I like to pull my hair back on the sides and then really buff it in as if you're brushing the product onto your hair. That's how it will just blend completely seamlessly. Now time to add that extra highlighter. I'm using my Mary Luminizer. This is my absolute holy grail item. As you can see here, I'm just taking a Beige Cosmetics highlighter brush again, and it gives the absolute most gorgeous, beautiful glow. Can't even speak because it's just so beautiful. And you're going to apply this in a C motion from the corner of your brows down onto, of course, your cheekbones. For your lips to appear larger, go ahead and apply it to your Cupid's bow. It'll give that radiant glow. Time for blush. I'm using MAC's Harmony. You guys have seen me apply this a million times, so I'm not going to have to walk you through it. And I did do a little mistake on camera. I usually apply my blush first and then the highlighter shade, so it's completely up to you. As you can see, it still worked out the same. It's just whatever your personal preference is. Before showing you guys the full face, I just want you to see what the highlight and contour look like complete.
Alright, so I just went ahead and applied all of my face makeup, so the look is now complete. I just wanted to show you guys, you kind of can't get the full effect if you're looking at it with just doing the highlight and contouring, but once you do your lips, your eyes, and everything, and the look is complete, you guys can really see the effects and how it really completes your makeup doing those extra steps of highlighting and contouring when you have that special event. So I'll just go ahead and close up so you can see. So all those special things that you just learned throughout this video are going to help frame your face better, go ahead and define all of the features that you want to look predominant, and you look model-like, which we all want, of course. So thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Mwah.